anything. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
All right, here we are. We're on another episode of Swamp Talk. Looks like we got our two young guns in the house. We got Sawyer and Gremlin, and then of course we're joined by Jack up there. That's a pretty gnarly hat you got, bro. Oh, dude, you got no sound. We can't hear you.
Okay, I'll fix that.
Now we can hear you.
I was just trying to show you what it's like being me.
Oh. Not being able to hear. What's up, Lisa? Nice to have you in the house. Team Tags coming in tight this weekend, making sure everybody had their colorful armbands. But hey, welcome to Swamp Talk again. It's going to be a good episode. We're going to talk about some Candyland that we had going on, which was a event geared towards young guns and new players. So it was a pretty awesome event. It was put on by Red Feather, and I can't wait to get into that for the show tonight. And then of course, what else we got? We got some upcoming events that we'll be talking about. There's a cat in back of Jack that's just wagging its tail. That's kind of cute, so
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll see. House joins in sometime tonight. What's up, John Lee, Chris, Lisa? It's all good to have you guys in the house. Everybody that's watching, thank you for joining us tonight. So let's get into what we're here to talk about. Some paintball, some Candyland. All right. So Candyland took place out at Future Ball in Michigan, which was awesome. I haven't been to the field. This was my first time going to the field. I know Gremlin's played there before. Sawyer, you ever played at Future Ball before?
Nope, I didn't.
All right. And then Jack, have you played there before?
I did like a 3-on-3 tournament there, I think. I used to stay right across the street from there for a couple weeks.
Oh, really? Gotcha.
Yeah.
So first off, I just want to say shout out to Future Ball. Awesome time, guys. Great. You guys did some awesome things to the field. The event turned out, it was a blast. The refs did an amazing job. So, shout out to Future Ball for all that they did. And they still got improvements going on the field. So the base that we started at was what?
Black Molasses Swamp, I think.
Black Swamp Molasses or something like that. And part of that field was actually bulldozed. So they got some pretty cool things that they're talking about putting in there and making as part of the field. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So, go out there, check out Future Ball. Great field. The owners were awesome. Dude, everybody had a great time. So let's talk Candyland, guys. Here it is that Gremlin and Sawyer were the XO and commander of that game. This was a young gun event. So let's talk about how this event went for you guys and what you guys learned from being XO and commander. So Sawyer, we're going to start out with you, my man, since you were the commander. Going into this game, did you have a game plan? I mean, I know we talked a little bit, but, what was it like kind of going into this game, man?
It was a bit challenging at first because we were having trouble getting comms with Dominion and anybody else. But as soon as we got that, we got straight in, had a little map with the gummy bear things that y'all made. So it made it easier to have communications, to move people around. We had a couple people almost spawn trap us, but we got through that and pushed through.
Nice. So communications was a big issue at the beginning of the day, right?
Yeah.
So what would you do differently?
I'd get communication set up quicker.
Yeah, I would have did it before the game started. Get everyone's comms.
Yeah. It's definitely hard, when you go and you start playing the game and you're going out and you're trying to set up comms, you're trying to get people, that's why at the beginning of the game, I think what time did you guys get out on the field to start? It was like 10 minutes before start time, right? You guys went out to base.
15 minutes before start.
maybe 15 minutes before start time. So, and I mean, that's a big reason why you want to get out to your base, with more than enough time before start, because once that whistle blows, that first mission drops, right?
Mhm.
And if you're not ready for that first mission, you're already behind, So, how much time do you think you need to get everything ready next time?
Maybe like
20 minutes.
20 minutes before game on.
I'd usually
Also,
get out there by like Wednesday.
we had the further walk for our start, so that's part of the reason why it took us so long to get everything set up.
Yeah. So Noah, what was your plan going into this?
Just hold most of the slapsticks and make sure we get all our points from the slapsticks.
Okay. So do you think that with the plan that you guys had originally versus going into this game, do you think you changed it?
Yeah. I would say we changed it up a little bit. We didn't do exactly what we said we were planning. We kind of just worked around what the other team was doing.
Gotcha. What about you, Sawyer?
Yeah, kind of what Noah said. We had to switch it around because they got to the slapsticks first that we were needing to, but we had some people kind of flank them and push them through, so we got to the slapsticks.
Yeah, see, so that's one of the things about Commanding that hopefully you guys learned is that, yeah, you have a game plan, right, going into it, but once game starts, your game plan kind of goes out the window, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we walked the field Friday night, right? So thank you. First off, let me say thank you to Zoo Paintball for coming out, walking around the field with us, showing us the field. Since, like I said, myself and Sawyer had never played before. Noah's been to the field. What was
once for open play?
Yeah, once for open play. So seeing the whole field open and everything, was something that we'd never experienced. So thank you to you guys, it's Zoo Paintball, for coming out, showing us the field, walking us around Friday night. But Friday night, we had a different game plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were like, hey, we're going to cut it the field here, and we're going to do this, right? And Sawyer, you were like, oh, we want to take most of this. We should be able to keep them to this spot. And what happened at the start of the whistle?
They were able to get out of their spawn quicker and get to faster than we could.
Oh, we're gonna just spawn trap them right at the start. That's a great plan.
No, well, it wasn't that they were. It wasn't that they were going to spawn trap them. They just getting out of our spawn versus them getting out of their spawn. It was easier for them to get out. It was almost like a maze coming out of ours to figure out where to go. And so there was quite a few people who had never played the game before, nor walked the field. What's going on, William? Nice to see you, Cynthia. That have never walked the field before. So they were confused on where to go. And so, I'm trying to direct some people. These guys were trying to direct some people. And it took a minute to get out of our spawn area to try to get to some of the other parts of the field. So hopefully next time a game is played there, it would be easier. Our spawn before lunch was about a 12-mile walk. It sure did feel like that, huh? But
yeah.
So I know, for first insertion myself, I was trying to get these guys set up going in. So they got in, but I was still off field. So when they blew the whistle, I was still walking back to our base, trying to help other people find our base. So it created a little bit of an issue for us at the start, I would say. But like I said, these guys adapted well and did a great job for it. So let's talk about that first mission. Do you guys remember what it is? What's up, Bill? He's muted still, but
I don't fully remember what that
I don't remember.
He's pump faking stream.
All right. So the first mission, we had to patrol from RHQ up to Licorice City. Right? No, Licorice City. Yeah, there you go.
Candy Mountain was the second to last one on the second section.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cynthia, that walk sucked. Huh? That's why I was kind of glad we had it the first day. or the first part because everybody at least had fresh legs and hadn't been playing versus going out the second half and trying to take that walk and then come back. Like it was it was good. It wasn't really that bad though, but so we had to patrol, right? So we had to take, what was it? How many young guns? One or two? Two young guns. And I believe we took, let's see, we took
Ian and
yeah.
I believe it was Tuna, I think. I don't know.
No, we had Cindy's nephew.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think his name was Ryder.
Yeah, we had Ryder. That's right. Thank you. I suck with names, guys, so I apologize. But yeah, we had Ryder and who was the other guy you said?
Ian. The kid that won MVP.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so we get up and we start going. These guys are back at HQ eating chocolate bars, right? So first off, let me touch on that. The missions were given out in giant chocolate bars, right? Do you got one with you, Sawyer?
Do you have the wrapper?
No, I do have the wrapper. I gotta go find it real quick. I'll be right back.
No, don't worry about it. We'll get it later. But there were big, huge candy bars, right? And you couldn't start the mission until the candy bar was eaten. And so we're breaking off pieces of the candy bar, giving everybody chocolate, getting that nice little sugar rush at the beginning of the day. So how was it eating all those chocolate bars, guys?
It was good until about the second section. That's when it started to be a little rough. But I feel like we ate them really fast and were able to get started on our missions quick.
Oh yeah.
How many candy bars did you guys have to eat?
10
total.
The first section, and then 4 the next.
No, it was 6 first section, 4 second.
Yeah,
10,
there was 10
total.
10 candy bars total.
I would have been done after the first bite, guys. That would have been it. I would have been done. Chocolate and me, no. Yeah, that took real guts to eat 10 chocolate bars. Ugh.
Here's diabetes is strong with this game. Yes, it was for sure. What's up, Goya? Hey, Ian, how you doing, brother? Sarah, what's up? Alpha, how you doing? But that's the thing. So at first, you broke the candy bar. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'll take a piece. I'll take a piece. I'll take a piece." And it went quick, right? So we get out, we patrol the area. We got to go up to Licorice City, back to our HQ. Back to Licorice City, which was a trek. So kudos to Ryder, man, because he was it was his first game ever playing, and he was kind of like sketchy about it to begin with. And so we kind of got him all ramped up, and I'm like, dude, I'll protect you. So now we get out there and he's got to do this huge trek back and forth. And he's like, really? I'm like, told you I'd keep you safe. But so as the second chocolate bar came, and I don't know what happened to that because I was out on the field trying to complete this other mission. But I did see what happened at like chocolate bar number 5 or chocolate bar number 6. These guys were like, oh man, another chocolate bar.
I still ate it though.
Maybe we should have had grabbed you guys graham crackers and marshmallows or something. You could have made s'mores out of them after about the first couple,
Yeah.
Yeah, but Preacher, you gave us some waters, which really helped.
Oh
yeah, the waters helped it go down.
So we had 2 cases of water at HQ. I get back and I'm like, what the heck happened to all the water? Because I had to chug all that water for that chocolate. Because once you put all that chocolate in, man, it just kind of like gums up on you as you're running and playing paintball. And it's like, fudge, man, it really makes you parch. That's for sure. But it was very cool. I like that. What do you guys think about that aspect of the game?
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it was definitely a new design for Red Feather, but it was really good. It was
And
a cool aspect.
I liked how you had to do something before you could start your mission. You couldn't just go out. You had to actually do some work to start the mission.
You had to do some work. You had to eat some candy.
For Bill, that would be a lot of work, huh?
I'd be passing that off because the next mission would be delivered to the Porta-John.
Yeah.
If I was
no,
commanding.
Roger. Hey, listen, Roger did come in clutch. Roger was like, "Hey, look, I'll have 2 squares off from each bar for sure." Like as soon as I broke it, Roger's like, "I'll take 2."
So 1 second here. I know I'm coming in late to all of this, but CJ or Jack off. I'm sorry. Is that somebody alive? Is that something alive on that shelf behind you? Because I saw it move.
Yeah.
CJ's got
it's
some.
evil. It's evil.
It's evil.
Yeah.
What is that? Its name?
It's a bad cat.
Oh.
It's mean.
So, all right. So the missions, right? So comms was a kind of an issue for you guys at the beginning of the day. Do you know what else was kind of an issue for you guys at the beginning of the day?
Getting people to go where we wanted off start was an issue.
I'm being attacked.
Because we had no one go to the left like we needed to, and that's why they were able to come up to our spawn. Everybody went right.
Yeah, it was hard, and I think the reason for that is not knowing the field. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of people that some had known the field, but a lot of people went left and nobody went right. But Sawyer, what about you? There was something else that took place at the beginning of the day. Do you remember what went wrong at the beginning of the day?
It was when we had a couple people go to the left, but they didn't know that they had to trek through the woods a bit, and they went to the end of the street.
All right. That was shithouse. These guys said shithouse to the left, right? Shithouse, they're like, "Oh, take that road." Shithouse goes down the road. He finds himself on a main road. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to be out there.
Like off, she was like off the field.
Yeah,
off the field. He comes wandering back like, guys, I don't think I'm supposed to go that far. So it was pretty funny. But so let's see. With this game, you guys had your main mission, which was on the chocolate bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
What other missions did you guys have? What other things were going on?
We had to find jawbreakers, and there were other props.
And at the first part of the game, we had to get to some ref named Zebra, and whenever, like every other hour, you could give the guy a gumdrop or jawbreaker and give it to him and get 200 gumdrops.
So it was actually every hour, right?
Every hour.
There you go. So but that's where they messed up at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
There was a lot of things going on, so you got to get the slapsticks. Those slapsticks were worth 100 points every half hour, right?
Yeah, every half hour.
Yep.
The jawbreakers were worth points.
25 points between lunch break, and then 25 points at the end of game.
Okay. But then you had a secret mission that was in Gumdrop Forest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is what Sawyer was talking about. So you had to take the Gumdrop or the jawbreaker to the zebra, and then you got 200 points for it there, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you had the other mission that you had to do, right?
Yeah, in the second section, we had to find the unicorn and try to get him back to our base.
Okay, so if you look at it,
has there been any pictures of the unicorn that have been shown? Because the unicorn, there you go. Who was in the unicorn costume?
Some guys from Min Tactical. There was 2
and then
guys.
Second section, Red Feather was in it for a little bit.
Yeah, so at this mission, that mission took place right before our lunch break. And I'll tell you what, that man was a trooper because that thing gets hot. And then come the second half, I noticed that they started switching people out because it's just too hot. But yeah, so it was.
Remember when we wore the raisins?
Oh God, we did the raisins. We did the what were those? The dancing raisins from for the kids for Tumor
California
sucked,
break
man.
was so hot.
Oh, did you?
Oh, is this the dance
I
battle?
fogged up.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is where
I
we were
remember
dancing.
this. I remember
That's
this.
great. That's great. Now you got
So,
Roger there with his havoc, like, hey, oh no.
so at this point, there's a bunch of different things going on for points, and I think that originally when we went out and we looked at the scoreboard, it was 1,000 points to 300 points. We were down 700 points.
And while we were looking at the scoreboard, we completed a mission, so it jumped up to 500 to 1,000.
But where they messed up is they didn't take the first jawbreaker back to Gumdrop Island and give it to the zebra. And so then they were like, oh, shoot, we got to do that. And it's keeping track of all these things that are worth points that makes being a commander hard, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, but after that, you guys realized, hey, you got to get a jawbreaker back to the zebra, and you guys completed that every hour, didn't you?
Yeah, we only missed
Yeah.
the first.
So, and that was 200 points. So your jawbreaker was worth 25 points if you didn't turn it in, and it was worth 200 points if you turned it into the zebra. But yeah, no, this horse race was funny. Oh my gosh. So the unicorn was on the field, and at this mission, do you guys remember what this mission was?
We had to
We had to
protect it from them killing it.
Okay. So the unicorn comes out on the field, and right away, everybody's like, tackle the unicorn. Let's take it back to our base. I'm like, whoa, don't tackle him. And dude, they bombarded the unicorn. They did. They about tackled the unicorn and took him out. I'm like, listen, stop. They're like, make a chain wall around him to where he can't move. I'm like, guys, you guys are going to kill this unicorn. And I was like, watch this. I said, we got ways of making him stay here without trying to hold him there. And so we got into a dance competition. We got into a horse race like you see here. And I'll tell you what, by the time we got done with the dancing and the horse race and everything, he was too tired to move anywhere. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to stay here. We gave him a bottle of water, like, yo, freshen up, bro. But yeah, it was great. It was really great. So, being down, how did you guys feel when you guys heard that you guys were down in points?
I didn't really let it bother me much. I knew we could get the points back. It wasn't too big of an issue because we were down 500 points, which was 2 missions and a slapstick, which I thought wasn't that much, but saying it seems like a lot. But I wasn't too worried about it.
What's up, Richie Rich? Richie Rich showed up this weekend too. George, hey.
Nice to see him. Definitely nice to see him. Hey, George Hay is in the house. All right. Hey, just for a minute, let's bring up the fact of the matter that like and share the stream, follow us on social media, Mad Frog Militia, and what team do you run with, SJ?
Oh, I run with Toxic Teddies.
There you go. So you got to follow the Toxic Teddies on social media, follow Mad Frog Militia on social media, and all that other fun stuff. Okay. Anyways, like and share. I'll shut up. Go ahead.
All right. So
check out madfrogpaintball.com. Okay. I'll shut up.
Sawyer, what do you think when you found out you were down 700 points at one point?
I was thinking we were doing pretty good, but once I figured out we were down points, I was like, oh, we really got to push. So I sent some people to flank and got us 2 slapsticks, which really put us up points. And we held that until the second section and pushed a bit more and got another slapstick. So we got up points.
All right. Cool. So going into lunch break, how did you feel everything was going?
I thought everything was going good and that we were bouncing back from the points that we were down.
Uh-oh, we lost Sawyer. So actually, once we got off the field, so we thought we were doing pretty good, right?
Yeah, we thought we were up at the end of the first section.
And then what happened?
We found out we were down by, I forget how many points.
500, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if I necessarily. I mean, I guess it has its advantage because you can get the team to push harder because they're seeing the active score. But I'm so used to, not knowing the score until possibly the end of the day, and then sometimes when I've commanded, I don't even know the score until the end of the game. So it's just, to me, the whole active scoreboard going thing that's a little new to me, just me. I mean, but it's pretty cool because I think you maybe can you could possibly use that to get your team more motivated because they know how much they're down. Instead of just saying, you guys are doing great, keep it up. You're doing great, keep it up. Well, you guys are doing great, keep it up, but we're still down points.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what. I did like the active scoreboard because when I went out there, because I went out first, and I didn't look at it. I only looked at it a couple of times, like when I went out to go get paint and air or whatever, because I didn't have time to keep looking at the scoreboard and stuff like that. But the thing that I liked about it is at first when I looked at the scoreboard and I'm like, whoa. Why are we down 700 points? And they were like, well, you haven't turned in a jawbreaker to the zebra in the back. Oh, and they got these slapsticks and they completed their first mission. And you guys only completed your first mission and only got one slapstick or something. And so for me, I was able to radio that back to these guys like, hey, this is what you need to do because this is why you're down in points. And that's why I said, I think originally for Gremlin and Sawyer, you guys had that communication issue, right?
Yeah.
It's, I think it was just information overload at the beginning of the game. But definitely as you guys went along, would you say that was the case too, Sawyer? Do you think it was information overload at the beginning of the game?
Sort of. But we got through it, sort of.
Yeah. Once you guys got the hang of it, though, once you guys realized it, it went pretty smooth.
Yeah. And also another thing was when everyone started to come back in like big groups after being shot out, and then people saying stuff over the walkies, got a lot. It was like a lot of noise.
Well, yeah.
That's one of the things where, everybody wants a walkie-talkie, and when you're at command and everybody's on a walkie-talkie, it's not always a good thing.
Six.
Yeah. TJ with the 6-9 channels, we've taken those off our radios, but you need to be able to listen to the right people. You don't necessarily need to listen to everybody. I mean, the information is good to get the information, but sometimes the information messes you up because it's not what you're working on. So it's nice at command when you have, it's hard to keep track of, but you have multiple radios in front of you listening to the different teams instead of having all the teams on one channel. It definitely helps.
You eating gummy bears here?
No.
But I hope you guys had fun doing this because, I mean, that's what we need. I don't want to command games forever. I want to see you guys out there and other people out there commanding games and enjoying themselves. And definitely having Toxic Teddy and Mad Frog Militia together is definitely a good combination. That's a toxic combination, and we're going to say that is a good thing.
And then you throw in the fact that we had Dominion.
The Black Rapper?
Shout out to what?
The Kit Kat? Oh.
Shout out to Dominion for coming in strong. Shout out to Mitten Tactical. Who else you guys got?
We had some Swarm that was there.
Michigan Immortals.
Yeah, Michigan Immortals.
Backwoods Banshees. Let's see, who else did we have on our team?
Apex Predators.
Apex came in
came with a
strong.
lot of numbers too.
You know, and then there was also other things added that these teams brought with them. What were some of the things that were added into this game that these teams brought?
Shields.
Rhino Dragons. Sorry, guys.
Law Rockets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think that those played a big part in our game?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Law
yeah.
Rockets helped us out
Now,
quite a bit.
the Law Rocket rules in this game. Now, could you take bunkers and stuff out, or
Yep.
was it?
It
No.
was, yeah, any man-made bunker.
Nice. I like that. That actually definitely adds an aspect to the game. It's a lot more difficult to deal with that aspect because you hit that bunker and everybody runs, and you don't necessarily get everybody out. But it's a nice. I like that. I like taking the bunkers out. Viper actually did a thing with his games where he did hardened bunkers, where you could be an engineer and you put cones in front of the bunker, and the bunker would actually have to be hit multiple times to take it out. But it adds a very nice aspect to the game. Another thing where, if you're not just blowing tanks up, which very effective in getting rid of tanks. They would have been very effective in getting rid of choppers at Living Legends, but nobody seemed to shoot at the choppers. I don't know. Did you get shot at? I know I'm going back to a different game, but Preacher, did you get shot at by any rockets at Legends?
Yeah, I did. Actually, Elias from Toxic Teddies.
Cool. There you go.
Yeah, that dude with the white launcher shot one of our other chopper pilots like 3 times in a row, like right when he got out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It adds a different aspect to it. It's a way to take out hardened, take out vehicles, armored vehicles, and hardened bunkers. It really adds to the whole role playing aspect of it.
oh yeah, one more thing about that. When we were in the village, Chopper came through, but it was one of the guys from Swarm, and he ran out of air. So we all got
What are you
dead.
eating? What are you eating?
Skittles.
Okay.
More candy. That's sweet tooth, huh? It's a good thing. We got Candyland going on, so why not have some candy and enjoy, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least
So-
we got chocolate.
How many shields were allowed on the field?
2 shields at a
2.
time.
Okay. And we had shields, correct?
Yeah, we brought ours, and then we had a bunch of people bring theirs too.
Yeah, Apex came in strong with their clear shields, and so we were covered on that. Did you see any shields on the other team?
No, I didn't see any.
I didn't either. I seen that they had one Havoc, which was Harry's, but I'm not sure how many other ones they had. But do you think that was a big difference in play for you guys? Having shields, not having shields, having rockets, not having rockets?
Yeah, I think so. I personally I had someone with me use a shield to get us more ground while we were trying to get a mission done.
Harry said it was nice visiting your headquarters, Sawyer.
Yeah, he kind of came over there to talk, and he killed one of our guys. So one of the guys from Rhino Dragons ran out on him and shot him.
All right, so guys. So since that's what
Like and share the stream.
Harry, you're getting barrel tagged every time we see you from now on. End of discussion.
Because I was walking back from off the field and I saw Harry at our base, and then Narf ran out and barrel tagged him with his pistol.
So I see this take place as I'm coming back to our HQ. I'm like, what's Harry doing over here? Shoot him now. And he looks and he's like, Narf comes running out with a pistol, with his first strike pistol. And he's like, you're out. Harry's like, all right, I'm out.
What was he doing? Dead man walk?
Trying to drop the base, just coming over and messing with them. Yeah, see,
I
he
thought
thought
the
Harry
same
was
thing.
dead. A lot of people did, but I said, no, Harry was not dead.
If the
So-
color's different than yours and it's a friend, barrel tag their ass. If the color's different than yours and they're not an immediate friend, shoot them. Preferably in the pack, the foot, something, not so.
The gun right on the hopper.
So
Nah.
Your
Shoot them in
base-
the pack or the foot.
your base got touched more than once, right?
Yeah.
What happened the second time?
The second time we had nobody by our base but one person. And because everyone was out pushing, trying to get more ground, and a big group of about like 15 to 20 came rolling by our base because we had no one that would go up the left side.
That's the worst. The worst feeling is when you're in a command bunker, and you're like the only one there, maybe one other person, and you're like, wait a minute. Something's going on. Something's what? Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
There
But
was one guy from Dominion. He when they passed by, he finally got over there. He ran back to base, and there was a couple of guys still walking. They were kind of tracked behind, and he absolutely shredded them, but got shredded immediately.
so I got a walkie in my pocket and I'm heading back to base, and all I hear is, "They dropped our base! They dropped our base! Hey, they dropped our base!" And I'm like, "Oh, shoot. All right, I'm heading back now. I'll be there in a minute." And as I'm walking, I see 3 zoo people come walking by me, and I looked, I'm like, and I can't do anything or say anything, so they're just walking up, shooting our guys in the back, and kudos to them because they went on a murdering spree. They did. They started slaughtering our team. And then I get past them and I get up a little bit farther to like Rock Candy Mountain, and I see Cynthia and Newbie, and I'm like, all right. I looked at them, I said, "I'm coming back for you." And I still had a ways to our base. And they go, "Okay, we'll be waiting for you." And oh man, I just took off. I sprinted all the way back to base. By the time I got back to base, there was nobody else there except for I think a couple from Dominion were coming back in. Goya was coming back in. I'm like, "Listen, we got to go now. We got to take out I said, "I'm hunting zoo animals right now." And they were like, "What?" I said, "I'm hunting zoo animals." I said, right now they're slaughtering our guys. They're taking out our forces because they're just walking up on the back of them, right? And so I go running, and I thought for sure Cynthia and Newbie were going to be at the top of Rock Candy Mountain waiting for me. I was ready for this fight, and I get there, and it's empty. And I'm like, I thought they were waiting for me. I go running down the hill, and they were just crossing the bridge. And I was like, Zach from Mitten Tactical is in back of me. He was going to take the shot, and I'm like, "No, I got this one. I told you I was hunting zoo animals." Dude, I said, pop, shot her right in the butt and in the back. And I shot Newbie in the butt and in the back, and they both jumped. I said, "I told you I was coming back." They were like, "We didn't think you was coming back that fast. Holy crap." And so I go running up. I go around it to Gumdrop Forest. Was that it, right?
Yeah.
And they were assaulting Licorice City, and they were just tearing people out. So I'm in the woods hunting them like a little tiger, man. And I just started shot her in the butt, shot Swinger in the butt. I was just like, they're like, "Man, you just going for butts, aren't you?" But it was awesome. But they dropped your base hard, huh? And I'll tell you what, like Bill said, there's nothing worse than that feeling of sitting there at your base and everybody just comes to your base, and Mutants even said, "Hey, what's up? Touched your base, huh?"
Dude,
Pretty
so
sure- okay.
the Tombstone game that we did, Preacher, in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
there was a point at that game where I was like, I turned to my base ref, Spyro, and I'm like, something isn't right. And I look to my left and I look to my right, and I'm the only one there. I didn't have a marker. I didn't have anything. And sure as shit, out of nowhere, Phil Ramirez from Cobra comes walking over the hill with a sniper card and takes me out. I'm just like, it was the craziest thing. It was one of those like, oh my God, it's too quiet. Something's wrong. Something's going to happen. I don't have any help. Shit. And boom, Phil took me out, and then somebody showed up. I think maybe Emily showed up right after Phil took me out and took Phil out. And Phil hung out at command with all the horses we had, because that was after the fact that we closed the store and bought everything in the store. You guys kicked ass for me at that game. And that's something that you two need to remember is the players that play for you and kick ass, try to remember that. If you can't get them the next game, at least give them the same respect that they gave you, because they just fight their asses off for you.
Now, you want to know what's even cooler about that? Right after they did that to Bill, we had a mission that we had to drop their base, and we sent 20 horsemen over to their base. So imagine being the commander on the other side, seeing 20 people on horses coming at your base and not being able to do anything to stop it.
I wish I would have been there and not in the command. That definitely shenanigans, and you put all your plans together. You have plans. You want to go do this. You want to do that. And 2 seconds into the adventure, those plans have nothing to do with what you're doing. So you just roll with the punches.
When they dropped our base, my gun wasn't chronoed still, and I don't know about Sawyer's gun, but we really couldn't fight back, so we kind of just had to let it happen.
Yeah. And you know what? And I learned. So actually, Tombstone was the second time that had happened to me. Now, Lefty did that to me at an Indiana Jones game that we played. I think it was in Ohio. Shit. The field was great.
Base was getting dropped a lot at Legacy.
Yeah.
When we went to Legacy before it was open.
Yeah.
That was the only time.
So plans go to shit. They just do. You got to have your ideas and do what you had to do and just go for it. But that Tombstone took place at Avid Extreme Sports in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Awesome field. John and Trey, great guys. Brigade program does ASE events, does a lot of stuff there. So anyhow, I'll shut up. Like and share the stream, please. Check out madfrogpaintball.com. Maybe buy some cool new swag. All right, for those 18 and older. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Maybe it's not the proper show to advertise this, but they're available. All right. Anyhow,
for the parents, yeah.
Yeah.
Or go to Candyland and get cool Candyland shirts.
That's very cool. Those are very cool.
Check out that gingerbread man right there. There's a candy cannon, paintball cannon. Dude, it was sweet.
Man.
He definitely does. Red Feather does some cool props. He went overboard with the props even more this event. He definitely played into him. I love the way the trophies looked. What was that unicorn that you guys were holding? Was that just a unicorn, or was that the
No, that
statue of a horse?
Victorious Commander.
Okay. I didn't know, because I saw the awards with the candy bars, and yeah, there you go. So that's the Victorious. Okay, all right, cool.
I guess the candy bar trophies is real chocolate, but he put resin and epoxy over it, but then it ended up melting on the inside.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, they turned out great. Red Feather stuff was awesome.
Did you guys wait a minute? Did you guys have to put a motorcycle together on field?
No.
Okay, you keep playing Red Feather games. That's you're gonna get stuck with something goofy like that. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Is he does great games and throws.
He did have like a 6-foot candy bar out there on the field, though, huh?
Oh yeah, it looked like
really.
It was like around the same size of one of those ladders that you used to climb on our roof with.
It was a giant Hershey bar.
I saw that sitting under the table when I showed up there for a little bit, and I was wondering when that was going to come into play. It was definitely like half a piece of plywood. Easy.
Yeah, it was huge. And then he had
chocolate?
a cookie roll. No, it was just a prop Hershey bar. Then he had a huge Tootsie Roll. That Tootsie Roll is probably about a 3-foot Tootsie Roll.
And those
And-
lollipops.
Yeah, that lollipop turned out sweet too, didn't it?
Lollipop was around the same size as a stop sign. It was huge.
But go big or go home for Candyland, right?
Yeah.
So
There you go.
So again, shout out to Red Feather for putting on this awesome event and coming up and doing all this stuff. I mean, he really did go the extra mile with his props. You know, coming up with the names for the bases. There was molasses. What was that?
I'm pretty sure Black Molasses Swamp and then something Wastelands.
And then there was Gumdrop Forest.
Brown Sugar Wastelands.
Licorice City.
Rock Candy Kingdom, Candy Mountain.
Yeah, you know what was really cool was actually seeing I haven't been to Future Ball in a long time. We played some scenario games back there. I mean, I remember Wand of Orcus and all these different goddamn games we played back there. And it was nice seeing a scenario game back at Future Ball because I honestly haven't heard of any other scenario games at Future Ball. So hopefully this will continue to bring some other games to, scenario games to Future Ball and gives Michigan another place to play some scenario paintball.
Yeah, they definitely did a lot of upgrades to the field, and they're still in the process of doing a lot of things. You got
The house is still there. The house is still there. That's the only thing that surprises the crap out of me because that house was like almost not there when I used to play there all the time.
The White Church or
the White House. Yes.
Yeah.
It's still there. You can go up into the second floor. You can shoot out the attic.
Only two of you though. Only two of you.
They did a good job. They definitely, like she said, the zoo, Mitten Tactical, they've been putting in the work, man. They're doing awesome stuff. The owners are really putting in time and effort into the field, and it shows. I mean, there was a lot of cool things. There's a lot of block piles that are on the field for bunkers and bases that are getting ready to be made. So I can't wait to see. They got another game that's coming up at the end of October or in October. It's going to be Resident Evil, and I think that's it is Swarm versus
Apex.
Apex. Yeah, there you go. So that looks like it's going to be a good one, and I can't wait to see how that game turns out. So, and again, I think that's going to be a 1-day event. Yeah, Becca and Frank are amazing. It's going to be a 1-day event. So if you guys weren't able to make Candyland and you guys are wanting to make a game out there at Future Ball, you have Resident Evil coming up in October. So head out and hit that. So
I don't know if I will be here in October because as soon as it starts getting cold, I am going to be chasing 70 degrees this year, boys and girls. I am getting even though it might cost me $20 a fucking goddamn gallon for diesel. Pardon my French, boys. I'm doing it. I'm getting earmuffs. I'm getting out of Detroit. I'm getting out of Michigan, and I am going to head south for warmer weather. So if it's a warm October, I will be up here. If it's not a warm October, I'm going to be looking for some goofy games down south. I'll tell you that.
That's like 7 bags of Skittles a gallon, Bill.
7 bags of Skittles a gallon. You got it. We're gonna be making some biodiesel. Let me just tell you that. We need to start storing the methane shit. Where's Shithouse? Shithouse, I need to start storing the methane. Let's go.
He's still eating dinner or something.
Yeah. Anyhow. Hey, just to break into the middle of everything again, like we have to do, like and share the stream, please. Check out madfrogpaintball.com. Check out the swag we got. Buy yourself something if you like it. If not, check us out at World at War. That'll be the next game we're going to. And I believe we will have a small booth set up with some different product and go from there. Okay. Anyways, back to whatever. There you go. World at War. We will be returning to Paintball Explosion. It's been a little bit because we've had some scheduling conflicts, but that's definitely a field we've always loved.
COVID was what really did it. That's what that was the issue that started. It was COVID, and then the last couple of weeks they had were a scheduling issue.
Yeah, so we definitely check it out. SJ, has the Toxic Teddies been to Paintball Explosion yet?
I do not know because I haven't even been playing for a year.
Have you ever played on a real life Nuketown board?
Nope.
He might don't even know what Nuketown is. Do you know what Nuketown is?
Oh yeah.
I'm just playing.
Hey, it's the one thing that I can relate. My old 50-year-old ass can relate to younger kids is fucking Nuketown, man. Video games all the way. Yeah, they have Nuketown there, bud. It's legit two-story buildings with the bus and all. It's a good fun time. That is one of the next events we've got coming up. I don't know if it's the very next event. Oh, and as the voice in the back said, they also have laser tag, which is pretty fucking.
Oh,
bad.
They have a three-story laser tag with a 50 cal gun right in the middle. That's crazy. Laser tag gun.
The helicopter hanging in the middle of the fucking laser tag arena and shit. It's definitely some cool times. So yeah, definitely check out World at War. Join us on the blue side, if you will. I don't know what else we got to talk about Candyland. What else you guys got?
Going into the second half, how'd you guys feel? What took place in the second half?
I was a little nervous, not gonna lie, at the second half because there's barely anyone out there at our insertion.
Did you eat? Were you able to eat lunch?
Yeah, we were able to eat lunch.
No. Did you physically actually eat?
Oh yeah, I ate.
Dude,
filled up candy.
I can't eat a damn thing while I'm commanding except for like gummy bears and maybe some Skittles because my stomach is just doing loops. So you got it. If you're chill enough to be able to eat, you got it.
Yeah, no, my wife made them eat. That's for sure. So
well, that's true. Mom was there. Mom was there. It was nice. It was very nice seeing her when I showed up and I saw everybody that was there. It was very nice seeing her.
Yeah, I was glad she came out and she had a good time. She got to sit with some of the other ladies and talk. She actually did come out for Final Battle, and so that was cool to watch for her to be able to watch Final Battle. But going back to second half, you said you were worried. Not many people out there. What happened?
Everyone was caught up in the chrono line. I think that's what I'm thinking. And
goddamn chrono line.
Issues finding the spawn, but I have no idea.
Yeah. So how many people do you think you had at the start of second half? So you're at the base ready for you?
Probably like 15 to 20.
It was pretty scarce, huh?
Oh yeah.
I looked at these guys. I say, hey, "Where's everybody at?" They're like, "It's just us. What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "You're gonna have to do what you can." Like, And so I was like, "Well, you guys stay here. You guys rally them up. I'll try to get more people back to our insertion." What's going on, Rob? And we switched sides, and when we switched sides, there were some people that got lost trying to get back to that base because they had never been there. So we got them back to the base and stuff like that. But right before, like 30 seconds before that buzzer rang, you guys had a pretty big group come back, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll tell you what, these boys are sweating, that's for sure.
And surprisingly, Shithouse made first insertion both sections.
Shithouse is definitely usually good for number 2, or like 17 or 16th insertion or something like that. I mean, I can't. You know what though? I can't say anything because I really can't because I woke up at like 10 o'clock the day of the event and was like, "Oh shit! Do I need to bring tables and canopies?" And when I heard I didn't need to bring tables and canopies, I hit the snooze button and I went back to bed.
So he woke up late, then texts we're already on the field getting ready to start. And I was like, Bill, I think you're a little late, bud.
You know what, though? I came, I saw, I visited, baby, and I visited for a little bit. I was definitely impressed with the little bit that I did get to see with the way Future Ball is still set up, and has honestly, it's been like 10 years since I've been there. So it was cool to be there again and to see someplace else to play. Yeah, and hopefully it keeps going like that. It keeps keeps games going. We keep getting promoters in here and different games going on, because it's always fun. It's great to have your favorite field. Support the field that you love. Rob, it's
Right.
second insertion. We got to get those shirts done. Dill designed a whole shirt behind that, and I just haven't done it yet. I have to get that taken care of. Speaking of which, Dill, Aaron Dill Media, behind the scenes here, the guy that's pushing the buttons and making all this other stuff show up in the media and makes everybody look awesome at events. We have to thank Aaron for doing what he does. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling.
So second half, something changed with you guys. What changed with you guys second half?
We had our communications set up. So we didn't
How many Skittles do you have? Show me the bag. Hold on.
Like that much left.
Is that the
He got
second
the family-
bag?
No, the first.
Oh my god! This
You
whole
see that
time
yellow
it's been an hour.
That yellow sticker on the side there says family size.
Okay, I was just wondering.
This is a family size. All right.
Oh, I
Hey,
have
that's-
a bag like that.
Oh, that's gummy bears.
I can go bring that right now.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Really, Roger? It was your first time at Future Ball. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Like
don't
what-
miss it. I used to stay right across the street from Future Ball for a couple weeks.
Bum. But seriously,
Yeah, but every time I would hear someone talk, they'd be like, "Yeah, it's our first time here," and so luckily we had Mitten Tactical. Most of them knew the field from working on it, so that helped out.
The numbers were really close. Everything looked really good. There goes Jay Fly
there you
out
go.
there killing it on the field. It was nice having him back on the field. There's Gremlin running for a slapstick.
Yeah, I think he was actually
There's
running. That was
me
the
getting
first time.
slaughtered, going for a slapstick,
Ouch.
wearing Jacob Easter's mask.
Yeah, that was actually his first time running in the Mad Frog, the official Mad Frog jersey for him.
Yeah. There's Cinnamon in the house. Dude, it was and John
John
Lee.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like those.
this noob. Who's this noob? No, anyway,
That
sorry.
blue megaphone is not very good.
See, you see that general preacher alien there? So funny story is we were getting ready to go out for final battle, and my clown mask was in the cart at command. I had my Grills 2.0, and Sarah wanted to go out on the field to see final battle. And I'm looking around, I'm like, where's my clown mask? I can't find it anywhere. And I'm like, here, take Jacob's mask and wear that. And all the ladies looked at her and was like, do not take Jacob's mask. Everybody
You know, wait,
I looked,
hold on a second. Let's sidetrack for just a second. Keep track of this point. Snap. All right. What do you think of the new girls?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the new grills. It's tight to your face. It makes you. It's definitely secure. Like it has a tighter feeling.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, I love my EVS. I still think the field of vision is better with the EVS.
Oh, definitely better with the EVS on that aspect.
But that mask did not feel like it was smashed up against my face with this big ass nose that I got. it didn't feel like it was totally smashed up against my face and felt pretty damn comfortable.
Dude, Rob, I'll have to tell you about that in a minute, man. But so I agree. So the other thing that I like, my favorite part about the EVSs, in all honesty, is the breakdown. So that foam snaps out across the top and over the nose. Super easy to take out, clean, and put right back in. Like when I did it right before the game, because I didn't clean my equipment after Living Legends 14, it sat there until Friday night, and I'm hosing everything off in the sink, and I'm getting ready to do my mask real quick because it's still got orange even now up in the lens because I didn't pop the lens out. I start pulling the foam off, and he's like, "What the heck? Your foam comes out that easy?" And yeah, that's the new Grills 2.0.
That's an EVS thing. So the
foam came
EVS
out easy.
foam change is that easy. What's that?
The foam came out easy. The foam came out easy in the old ones too.
Did it?
Yeah, after the glue came off.
Yeah, the glue came off. That was the thing. But now they have the whole snap in like the EVSs do. So it's definitely a nice mask. I mean, dropping some names. Check out some Grills 2 from Core Sports and
so those are actually they're different size and stuff. I thought they just had like the extra.
It's got a little bit. I don't know how to explain it. It's got a little bit more nose to it.
It's remolded.
Yeah, so they extended the nose a little bit, and then they gave more slits for easier breathing. The way they redesigned the slits.
The ears are covered.
Soft ear covers, which are they're actually pretty nice. I was worried when they said soft ear covers because Dye did the soft ear covers, but when they did the soft ear covers initially, they just used like a sticky pad and Velcro or whatever.
That's what the EVS are.
Yeah, and
the newer ones aren't though. The newer EVSs aren't. They're riveted. They're riveted and they have the plastic snap in and outs. So yeah, see, that is the actual mask that I've been running lately, and I like it. I mean, I do like my EVS. The contour camera fits a lot better in this mask than it does in the EVS though. The EVS, I had I'm sorry, not contour. What am I talking about? That's old school.
Those are old ones.
Yeah, I'm drinking. It's too much here. Anyways, the Hero sessions fit in the mask perfectly and give you a great range of first-person view. They fit well in the EVS. It's just a little tight, but with the Grills 2, look at that. That's sexy. That's sexy as hell. Anyways,
so they opened up the two breathe ports there. They gave it more breathability, so that turned out really good. Did I eat paint with the 2.0s? That was my worry about some feelings. Actually no. Well, obviously at Legends I ate paint. I ate a crap ton of paint.
There was no way you weren't eating paint, dude. Yeah, running that chopper like you did, yeah.
So I had to switch masks, and then I had to go to the 2.0. And like I said, I really like it. The only thing, make sure that, and this is with any paintball mask, I believe, make sure you clean the paint on the inside of your thermal lens right away. Yeah, I let mine sit for a week, and now I got little paint stains on the inside of my thermal lens.
Bubbles.
So, it's weird. So make sure you guys clean those off. And it's not an EVS thing. It's just with thermal lenses in general.
Here we go. Here we go. The famous Preacher jersey clean after a weekend of chopper runs. Check out Mad Frog Militia on TikTok, boys and girls, and you'll see. Look at the orange running from that. Jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah,
I can't believe you stuck your clothes in your vehicle after that.
I know. That is by the way, boys and girls, that is a Maxed sportswear jersey. Max T. That is check that out. Check out the abuse it took, and just look at the orange is still running from it. I mean, it's not even done. You have a car power washer on full pull, just it's still running off. Orange is still coming off of that jersey.
Yeah, so I actually had to flip
How
it
much
around.
did that cost? How much did that? How many quarters did you put in?
I think that was $4, $5. Yeah. Because I had to hose it off and I had to flip it around, hit the other side, and then even after that, it was still like because I tried to wring it out and it wrung out orange, like almost like Powerade look after that, and I still had to throw it in my washer at home, and it was still coming out orange in the washer. It was crazy, but
Oh, Rob, the heli cleanup. You know what? That is one thing I did. So
I'll
my
have to show that next time.
My weekend at Living Legends consisted of an emergency root canal like the morning before the game. So I didn't get to play much, and I wasn't real social, so to speak, because of anyways. But one of the things I remember telling Preacher at the very end of the game, I was like, you fucking clean that thing up before you bring it up to the bus.
The heli cleanup was quite hilarious. There was so much paint in that thing. It was crazy. But all right, let's jump back to Candyland. And let's wrap up Candyland. All right, guys. So here it is back at the second part of the day. You guys started getting more comfortable with leaving HQ, right?
Yeah.
So the first part of the day, you both were in HQ the entire time. Second part, Noah, I noticed you left HQ and was actually on a mission. There was a mission that was directly for you, correct?
Yeah, EXO and 2 new players. We had to get to a base that was pretty much right next to their HQ. We were really close. I was able to see it from the hill that it was on. Like I was at the bottom, it was at the top of the hill. I could see it, but we didn't have enough people over there to push it.
Yeah, so you fell just shy of it,
Yeah.
huh? And then Sawyer, we were sitting there at command. I had just got back. I'm all out of paint, all out of air, and all of a sudden I hear pop, 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 pop right outside of our command, huh, Sawyer?
Mm-hmm.
And the red team was right outside of our command coming up the road, huh? And
Oh, yeah.
what you had to grab your gun, you had to get out there, huh?
I was sitting right there, perched up on a car.
Yeah.
And that was right as I left for the mission, and they started shooting at me, and I just dove right into the bushes.
Yeah. So it was crazy. So second half, I go walking out on the field, and all of a sudden I hear, move up. And I look and I'm like, what the heck? Oh, that's my son. Holy crap. He got some bass in his voice. Like it was nice to hear, and then looking at Final Battle, we got both Gremlin and Sawyer, telling the team push up, get the slapstick, it was awesome. So you guys want to talk about Final Battle at all?
Final Battle was really interesting. It was pretty much one slapstick because there was one on our side and one on their side, and it would have been really hard for them to get it without us shooting. And the whole field was opened up, so if they wanted to, they could have went all the way around and behind us.
So where did Final Battle take place on which part of the game map?
Licorice City.
What was
But
Licorice City? For those that weren't at the game and don't know what Licorice City is, what did it look like?
It was the big crate place where they're all shipping crates stacked up on each other.
Shipping containers? Okay.
Yep.
And a few of them had second stories. You had to climb up a ladder on the backside to get to. It was pretty cool.
And so there were 3 slapsticks, not down the middle this way, but down the middle long ways.
Yeah.
So there was one on our side, one on their side, and then one in the middle.
So yeah, it wasn't like how normal Final Battle is where the slapsticks come across that way. It was like that way.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, okay. So they weren't across the 50. They were more so
25, 50, 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the 50 were to run right to left, they were more north to south then.
Mhm.
Correct.
Interesting. Interesting.
Like
Okay.
you said, the whole field was still in play, but your reinsertions got moved. So it forced you to play in that area, but you could have went out in the
So
outskirts.
there was no 50 line that if you passed, you were out.
Correct.
There wasn't. A fifty.
Nice. Okay.
So I like that that style. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool because you could push. So for us, I was going outside of just these shipping containers, and I was using the woods on the right hand side as my cover, shooting into the containers, and was taking people out, keeping people off the slapsticks, and the same was being done over on the left side. So you weren't stuck in just that little tunnel vision. You could actually go out and around. I just didn't push too far out and around because I didn't want to come up onto the back of them personally. But yeah, it was cool. Sawyer, what was your thoughts on it, man? What did you think of that style of Final Battle?
That was my first time playing that type of battle. Never played it like that. I was used to like the grinder at Hell Survivors or
Yeah, you
at
got
North
that.
Carolina. The
You got that
giant place.
50. Yeah, you got that 50-foot that 50-yard line, and if you pass it, you're out. You know, you got to go back to reinsertion. So having the whole thing open, definitely.
I like how they changed up Final Battle, so it's not like a traditional Final Battle. It's something completely new.
Yeah. So Sawyer, you said this is your first year playing, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, well, you played last season, right? Like during the winter time and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're coming up on a full. You're just over a full year, or coming up on a full year of play, correct?
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
look at him, and he's winning commander already. Ooh,
Right.
good job.
And then
bud.
Noah,
Good
you kept
job.
playing.
This is the start. Since Legends, that was the first game of my 5th year playing.
So yeah,
Noah,
super-
I've got photos of you. It's crazy for me to think about it, man. I mean, you and your dad, I gave so goddamn many Young Gun awards to, and either Mofo or Most Valuable Player. I've got a record of, dude. It's cool watching you grow up doing this stuff. Anyway, sorry. Go
yeah.
ahead.
It was so for me. Again, shout out to the base refs. You know, our base ref did an amazing job helping these guys out. He definitely looked out for them. I think that helped a lot.
Was it
even
the Blast Camp refs? Are they the ones
no,
that?
No, it was Mitten
it
Tactical.
was from Mitten Tactical.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so with the chocolate, he helped us eat some because everybody was allowed to help you eat. Like the refs were, even if Red Feather was there, he could help eat some chocolate too.
And so the base ref was eating chocolate with them and stuff, you know, trying to help them out. That was really cool. That was much appreciated. That's for sure. But yeah, like I said, seeing these kids in the command tent and seeing what they did, you know, shout out to Lefty and his son. They put up one heck of a fight. I mean, like I said, these guys were down, you know, 700 points at the beginning, 500 points, you know, going into lunch. In fact, I think it was just before Final Battle, these boys were able to make up the difference and put them 200 points ahead. So that's where Final Battle came in, and Final Battle was our side for the first part. And then with how much? 10 minutes left?
Yeah, 10 minutes left. They flipped that stick, and we just couldn't get it back because they were like right on the stick pretty much with people ready to shoot us.
And so that broke the game even for Final Battle. So luckily, right before the game went into Final Battle, they got up 200 points. So it was crazy. It was a crazy back and forth game, and Lefty and his son did an amazing job. So shout out to them. Hey, look there's Ryder and Cindy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was his first time getting introduced to paintball. I mean, Christine has been dragged into it with Paul and everything. Congratulations, by the way, Paul and Christine, for your engagement. Finally. Anyways, but look at that good group of people. Not everybody there is a Mad Frog militia, but we are definitely fucking family.
So taking a look at this photo, in this photo, Jacob's nephew, that was his first time playing, right? Sawyer?
I believe so.
Yeah, that was his first time playing. He's never played a paintball or scenario. You got Diabetes. His girlfriend is right in front of him. That was her first time playing paintball or a scenario. You got Christine's son, it was first time. That's right in front of her. You got the guy that's standing right in back of Richie Rich. That was his first time ever playing scenario paintball. That's what that green band on the arm was for. He was a new player. And then you got Noah's friend, Daniel, who's right beside him. And
First time ever playing paintball.
Yeah. First time ever and too.
Are they going to be coming back for the next game? That's the question.
I can see about trying to drag my friend along again, but he'll probably only be able to come to the ones in Michigan.
Well, no. I mean, do they want to play again?
He said he would try it again.
Good. And that's awesome about this event too, because hopefully a bunch of new players got brought in, and we have a bunch of new players in the game. I mean, if half of the new players that showed up at this event end up playing at another event, that's great for everything, because it keeps games going and keeps us all having fun and gives us something to do besides, sit in a bus down by the swamp someplace.
All right. So is there anything else you guys want to say about the game? Sawyer, Noah?
Thank you for everyone who came out and played for Blue. And you guys really helped us a lot.
Sawyer, what you got?
There is one person I want to thank for being there. It was Denny from Indie Paintball Battleground, the owner. He really surprised me being there. He told nobody that he was going, so he really surprised me and made my day.
Yeah, that's cool. Field owner coming out and playing to support his team at another field. Like, shout out to him for that. That's awesome.
Definitely cool. Definitely cool.
How many Skittles you got left? Hold on. We got advertisement up.
Hold on, I got like that much left.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're gonna be going to bed anytime soon. You're gonna have
almost time to wrap it up then.
You're
We're
like
waiting for the
your right
Skittles to be
leg is
gone.
twitching like crazy. You're like, I'm gonna sugar rush. Let's go.
Shout out to your dad Sawyer for allowing you to come out. And dude, I was running with him all day. It was great. It's always great running with your dad. So make sure you tell your dad I love him and that I had a great time.
I'm
Hey,
here,
there's
guys.
the
I
man.
didn't know you was on. I just come back here.
Hey, listen, it was great having you there, brother, and it was always great running with you, man.
Yeah.
Awesome job. And hey, that's that proud father moment when you get to see your son take that field, be a commander, and then take it home victoriously. So
I agree 100%. It was a blast.
heck yeah. You got anything you want to add?
I don't. I just I appreciate playing with you guys. That's what I had a great time. I can't wait to do it again.
For sure. All right. Anything else you guys want to say about Candyland, Sawyer?
Nope, I'm pretty good right now.
Nope, just getting them Skittles.
He just smashed the whole rest of the bag right there. He's done. It's gone. History.
Yeah.
Noah, anything else you want to say, bud?
No.
All right. Thank you to all the teams again that came out and played for us on the blue side. If there's anybody that was missed, we truly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that came out and played for the red side, of course, and the teams that went undecided, so that way the game could be balanced and fair. It definitely was not one-sided. It went back and forth. So again, thank you to Zoo Paintball for again showing us the field, bringing us out. Thank you to the owners of Future Ball, Lefty and your son. Thank you for being awesome. Couldn't have chose somebody better to go against for the first time for these guys and for your son. You know, I think the sportsmanship was there. They talked afterwards about the awards and who got what awards. So it was nice seeing the two commanding teams come together. They met on Friday night and talked also. So, you know, it was good to be able to show these boys that when you play against somebody, you still talk to them and have a friendship. You shoot each other on the field, you come off, you're, hey, and then next thing you know, you're playing with that person, you know. So that's what the sport is about, is about family, man. And I think that, you know, these boys were definitely an example of showing that. You know, they weren't out there just bossing people around. They didn't get big heads or anything like that. They stayed cool. They listened to people. They did what they had to do. And I'm very, very proud of these two young men sitting here right now, and I give them a huge round of applause for, you know, just being awesome and sticking it out and being awesome at their jobs this weekend. So
now the biggest thing though is great job and all. Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Good. And that, you know, that's what it's all about, is make sure we have fun. I enjoyed my few. I think I was there for a couple hours, but I didn't play anything. I just kind of hung out. I enjoyed my time there. It was great. Yes, golf clap. Boom, boom, boom. So what all we got coming up next, boys and girls? Is the next thing we have going on World at War?
World at War is 2 weeks, I think.
John Lee and I will be at EMR next weekend.
There you go.
Sorry, Grandma. I didn't. Of course, he's going to be there next weekend because he's with me everywhere. But
I didn't even think about it, John. Don't I have a couple of jerseys of his from the last order?
Yes,
so,
and mine.
I mean, if you're, damn, I don't know how to get them to you, but I have them.
Right. Yeah, because we got a sleeveless jersey and we got headbands.
We could always make the drive up sometime.
Yeah, Dad, we can just make the drive up. We got it, Dad. Don't worry about it, Dad.
Well, he sleeps the whole way there.
We'll get them at World of War. So we got EMR coming up next weekend. We'll be hitting the road, I believe, early Friday morning. So that way we can get to EMR. That's going to be an awesome event. I've been looking forward to playing this field. I've never played it yet. So stay tuned for when I go live on this, because I'm excited to play this field.
It's definitely a fun field to play. The game format is definitely fun. If fuel was cheaper, I would definitely be there. But I'm gonna try to conserve a little bit because we have a couple other games going up some other places across the country this year. What was that, Lisa? Okay, George, if you come by and grab them before you take off, that'd be fine. Because we have a little game of Catan going on this coming up weekend. I guess
you guys got a Catan weekend, huh? All right.
I guess so. At least that's the way it's sounding out. So that'll be some fun. It'll be the first time we've played in a while. For those of you who don't know, we definitely are Catan addicts. Multiple boards, and we just throw the boards together and make one crazy board and just see how the game ends up. So that'll definitely be some fun. We got some other games going across the country here. So we've got World at War. Well, we've got EMR. We've got World at War. We've got Marvel versus DC. We have a game in Nebraska going on too. Mad Max, Hobart, Indiana. That's another Red Feather game. That's the Mad Max game is the game that I had to put a motorcycle together. Well, the team had to put a motorcycle together. Ooh, Monster game. Bring your own paint game. Join the yellow side. Join the other side if you want to, but join it. Team England for Global Conquest. Mr. Jackoff, are you going to be Queen of England?
I think so. At the moment,
Preacher,
I think so.
Gremlin, What do you
Nobody
what
said
do you
no.
think about that?
So-
What do you boys think about that?
I think I'm leaving England and going somewhere else.
I am actually at that game.
If I see him as our queen, I'm aborting. Get out of the country. Everybody flee for your life. Every man
That's
for
true.
himself. Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
I will dress up great for that.
There you go. I am not going to be the commander of the England team. I promised help running the game, so I am going to be in the background. And Jack Off is going to be the Queen of England as of right now. Full the gap.
Listen,
Should be.
If for some reason something happens, Jack, and you have an issue, I'll be your queen. All right. Sound good? So if for some reason you can't do it, either way, I'll pick it up, or I got your back on it. All right, brother.
Sounds good to
Very
me. Yeah.
This way we can make
Yeah,
sure
if
the
I-
country's run right.
So we also have.
We got business up front, party in the back.
We saw Full the Gap come up there. Full the Gap is definitely a good game to attend. I may be in Texas during
Where's
Full the
Full the
Gap.
Gap at?
Full the Gap is in North Carolina. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, yes, North Carolina.
One of them. Okay.
Yep.
That's that's a big one, ain't it?
It's a decent sized one. It's not necessarily an ion. It's not necessarily an ion, but it is really big and it's pretty close. It has a lot of tank battles going on.
Yeah, the tank battles are insane from what I've heard. So
but we've got the as you saw, we have the event in Nebraska that I am going to be teaming up with Seabass from Cobra Paintball. So instead of playing against them, we're going to be playing together and causing some damage. So that should be some fun.
Rob said there's about 1,400 players that play at Full the Gap.
It was a big game when I was there last year.
What's
it
up,
was
Eli? Vote Pop.
Definitely Vote Pop. It was definitely a cool field to check out and everything, but Full the Gap is definitely a cool one. We may be at the when is the Viper event? The Viper event is the weekend after, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess we're gonna have to see how we figure it out. It should be Viper's. I say should be Viper's final event. It was a Fallout scenario at What's Up Paintball. I think there's a poster. Aaron, is there a poster? Anyways, I'm looking forward to it. What's that?
Aaron Dill went on strike.
You went on strike. Yeah. So we got lots of fun stuff coming up. Hopefully we can enjoy ourselves and have fun and get more people to play and get more people.
Did you say you're doing Ion again?
I want to go to Ion. I'm planning on Ion. So what's that?
I said with the gas prices.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is I'm actually not going to do EMR because I want to do Ion.
Oh, gotcha.
And by
something else.
And by the time hopefully that comes around, maybe no, it's not going to be any better. Not for a couple more years at least.
Eli, I'm definitely looking at trying to do Ion in 2023. I wanted to try to do Ion this year, but we had already made our schedule. Ion was kind of.
It wasn't really on my list for this year, but the amount of people that have hit me up in friends of Shelly's that are going, so we're gonna go have fun with it.
Awesome.
It should be a good event. It's always been a lot of fun. I've gotten the advantage of doing both teams. So I did Warsaw, and then I got to run out of the boat with Eddie and Wolf. Holy crap, that was crazy. Jurassic.
Jurassic.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's a great game. Eli also said that he's got a game that he's going to be running at SC Village the weekend after Folda. So make sure you hit that up. If you're out in that area or you plan on taking a trip out there, I definitely would like to make it out there at some point in time, but it's not going to be this year. Hopefully next year. So, yeah. Anything else we got, Bill?
I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I'm not talking about, but whatever, we can talk about it next time. Thank you for joining us and wasting time listening to us talk.
I got music in the background, but what is that?
All right.
It's cool. It's our outro. So we sound like real professional and hardcore. Hashtag professional.
Stop
Any
it.
Any last words, Jackoff?
Yeah, a lot, but I can't say it with this music in the background. It's going to take way longer. No, I don't. No, I don't really have anything else to add. I'll wait till next weekend.
All right.
If I'm allowed to.
SJ, thank you for joining us tonight and talking about the Candyland game at Future Ball Paintball. And Preacher and Gremlin, thank you for joining us. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys later. Have a good one, Slayer. Congrats,
Thanks for joining
bro.
us. Have a good
All right,
night.
see you
Check
guys.
us out on social media. Like and share the stream. NightFrogPaintball.com. Buy yourself some cool 420 swag. Woo!
Go Candyland.